This is something that I have been so excited to share with you guys for months. I have been getting laser genesis since before December. I have done 4 rounds and it has like completely changed, flipped my skin. I was gonna say flipped if you guys saw that transition coming, but it has completely like flipped my skin over. It's just like literally, because you know cells turn over. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you guys can tell by the title, we are talking about laser genesis. There's a couple things I wanted to mention before I jump into this video. Number one, I am not a doctor. I am basically a self-run beauty editor who is trying all these different procedures, products, treatments, so that I can kind of report them back to you and give you guys my feedback and kind of share my experience with you and the expertise that I gained from that. 2, just because someone's coming at your face with a laser, just because someone's an esthetician, just because someone has a license to do something, that does not mean that they are a true expert. Just because someone says they're an expert, that doesn't mean that they are an expert. It's really important to do a lot of research on your own and to make sure that you are going to someone who is really knowledgeable and someone who really cares about their job and the work that they do, because if not, especially in skincare, you're the one who's going to pay for those consequences, not them. So it's just so important to make sure that you really know what you're getting into. But hopefully I can kind of give you guys that advice when you guys are looking for treatments and you guys are looking for products and all of that. So before we get into my experience and everything, I kind of just want to define it and tell you guys exactly what it does. So what happens is, here's your epidermis, and your epidermis is the skin that's sitting on your face, and that's the stuff that you can see. Below that, sorry, my face edges, below the epidermis and where your skin is, there is a layer called the dermis, and this is where your true skin is formed. This is where capillaries are, nerve endings, all of that. And so what laser genesis does is it goes below the epidermis and it hits the top layer of the dermis, and what it tells the skin is, hey, this area of skin, it's damaged and we need to reproduce collagen and boost it so that that area can heal. And so it sends, regrowth to the area, and what it does in that time, over about a 3-month period, it's producing more collagen. So it's helping with fine lines, not super, super deep wrinkles. So this is why it's really great for people in their 20s, people who have light aging and wanting to prevent that. It's really, really great for that. Aside from preventing aging, it's also really great at evening out your skin tone and your texture, really your texture, and that's one of the biggest things that I noticed. So yeah, it's also really great if you have rosacea. So if you have rosacea, this is something that is really great to add into your lifestyle to kind of prevent all of that redness that you get from that. And it's one of the things that Danielle had said repeatedly was how great it was for people with rosacea. So definitely something to look into if you do have that, or if you're worried about dark spots, hyperpigmentation. Mine was more hyperpigmentation, but yeah. Anyways, moving on. It's also really great for people with acne, active and minor scarring. If you have deep kind of pitted acne scarring, I would recommend something more like the Vampire Facial, PRP, something like that. I decided on the laser genesis because it was really great at preventing aging, which is something that I am obsessed with. I'm really into anti-aging, trying to look 15 when I'm 40. I'll take 22. But yeah, really great at preventing aging, really great at hyperpigmentation and lifting all of that. And then it's really great for acne, boosting collagen, just everything that I need at my age. I'm actually on my period right now. Sorry if that's TMI, but like, that's just how we roll. Anyway, so this is like my worst breakout since I've gotten laser genesis. And so breaking out a little bit here, and then a little tiny bit on my forehead, but it has made my skin just so predictable. I know now that if I'm gonna break out, it's only gonna be around my time of month. It's only going to be around then, or when I'm eating something that I know my body just doesn't like. So my body really doesn't like dairy, and I know that when I eat dairy, I will get like a flare up, if you will, on my skin. But even then, it's not bad. It's usually like 1 or 2 and that I have to like eat like a pint of ice cream, 3 pints of ice cream for that to happen, which I may or may not have done in my life. Anyways, but I had a lot of kind of purpley blue spots on my cheeks, and that's never somewhere that I ever really had acne issues until I became an adult. But we did zap a couple different capillaries because IPL can also get rid of capillaries. So I had a really bad capillary here, right here, and it was pretty intense. And so she zapped it with IPL, got rid of it like almost instantly. Then she also zapped a couple capillaries I had down here on my nose, which is very, very common for people to have, especially if you have very fair skin. Having capillaries here is now a part of like anatomy. So she zapped those bad boys with IPL as well. Those ones took a couple days to actually leave. This one was gone like instantly. So that was really awesome. But yeah, we chose Laser Genesis because for me being in my early 20s, it just made sense given all the benefits that this one has versus like CO2, which is more for like mature skin or any other treatment or laser. If you have like deeper pitted scarring, that's where you want to go in with something a little bit stronger, and that's not really kind of Laser Genesis's kind of expertise and kind of its specialty. That's when you would want to go in with a stronger laser, and that's something that I would definitely talk to your esthetician, your derm, whoever you're going to for the laser. Talk to them and see what they recommend. Generally, you might be going into something more like PRP, which is the vampire facial microneedling. Microneedling is really, really great for like deep pitted acne scarring. CO2 is really great for deep wrinkles and lifting the skin. So it kind of just depends on what you have. But if you had acne like mine, where it was like you always had it, but it wasn't like you had deep pitted scarring, then Laser Genesis is really great. If you have deep pitted scarring, go with a stronger laser or try microneedling or PRP if you really want to kick it out. The chemical peel is done with acids. Usually, well, mine were done with AHAs and BHAs. AHAs are glycolic acids, BHAs are salicylic acid, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong because I can never pronounce that word correctly. But yeah, so AHAs, what they're doing is they're going in and prepping your skin for the BHAs to go in and penetrate. So she's going across with a cotton pad with those acids so that it can kind of get in and do its job. Laser, as I have kind of explained a little bit earlier, is hitting the top layer of your dermis. Again, telling your skin, hey, damaged, help this area, reproduces collagen, boosts all that, helps with hyperpigmentation, acne, rosacea, preventing aging, all of that. So that's kind of the difference between the two. And if you guys need more clarification on that, let me know in the comments below. And I am more than happy to kind of dive a little bit deeper. So obviously Laser Genesis is my favorite as far as peels go. The VI peel was hands down my favorite because it was so powerful. I'd rather look crazy for like 3 days, but you know, have perfectly glowing skin afterwards. Acne scarring, it comes from either improperly extracting your own blemishes, which is a fancy way of saying popping your pimples. So if you do that in a very aggressive way, what you can do is push that down further into your skin, and when you push a pimple or a blemish deeper into your skin and you do it the wrong way, it can pop in reverse. And basically that causes a lot of inflammation and a lot of damage underneath your skin, which is why it's so important to be very, very careful when you're doing it. If you are going to do it with like a really warm towel and be very, very, very gentle. Make sure you steam your face and just be very, very careful because it can cause a lot of damage. Then there are times when acne is just a B word and gets really red, inflamed, just due to the sebaceous glands in your face, which are a fancy way of saying your pores. So sometimes your pores can get overly oily, and if you have like the really intense acne that you kind of just can't get rid of, sometimes you can just get scarring just from that. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you did one thing right or one thing wrong, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you can help it and you can fix it. We are born with freckles. I mean, some people aren't, some people are. I have freckles all over my entire body, but I don't really get it anymore now unless I spend a lot of time in the sun. I'll get them on my shoulders. I went to Cabo and got a few on my forehead, and that is not good because those aren't technically freckles. Those are sunspots, and that is sun damage, and sun damage will age you, and sun damage will give you skin cancer if you are not careful. But no, it doesn't hurt at all. It actually feels like you are laying in the sun, and it feels amazing. It just feels like you're laying in the sun. There's a pina colada next to you. Nothing's going on. She kept saying, "Are you okay? Is everything good?" And I'm like, don't stop. Do this everywhere. So I like get like an imaginary tan or something. Like, it felt so good. It does get a little bit sensitive right here. That's where I got the most sensitive, was like right in here. And that's because there's like a lot of like baby hairs and stuff over there. So when the laser hits a hair, sometimes it can like go pop, like it'll pop. But that's not a big deal. Don't worry if that happens to you. If you get that little pop, it's just your laser popping a hair. But yeah, it just got a little warm and I have all those baby hairs over there. I have heard some people say that their forehead is sensitive, but I honestly didn't feel like my forehead was sensitive at all. It felt great on my forehead. Felt like I was getting some sunspots, but I wasn't. It was just helping them. Any advice? I would definitely say don't wear makeup when you go to your appointment, because you want to make sure that your person has the full capability to look at your skin and make the best decision for your skin. Be very honest about what skin concerns you have. Don't be embarrassed about any skin concerns that you have, because that's what their profession is. Biggest advice, do your research. Make sure that you are going to someone who is reputable. Make sure that you're going to someone who you trust, someone that maybe a friend has gone to, maybe someone who a family member that you trust has gone to. Just make sure you go to someone reputable. That's my biggest advice. Go to someone reputable. Always wear your SPF. No, but yeah, I mean, don't be doing 5-cent facials in another country or even in our country. Don't be doing 5-cent facials here. I do not know what that'll get you. But yeah, just do your research. That's the biggest advice I can give you. Yeah, I think that covers it. The rest, those are the most frequently asked, and I always like to stick with the most frequently asked. But yeah, I hope that this half of the video so far has helped you guys kind of understand a little bit about lasers. We're going to jump right into the video of me getting my laser genesis done, and we are starting on the third treatment that I got, and then I'll also be sharing the fourth one as well, and then kind of post results. Hey you guys, so welcome to the third round of laser genesis with me. As I just said, going in for the third round, and I'm super stoked because this stuff has done wonders for my skin. I am about to start my period, so I'm breaking out just a teeny tiny bit here and there, but not that bad. Ever since I started getting laser genesis, I've done it twice, and I've already seen like my skin has changed. I will say I have changed some of my skincare products, and I think that has also been a factor in the health of my skin, but my skin has seriously never been healthier, and I'm like obsessed. Aside from my current breakout, but like whatever, it's not that bad. Last time I had like capillaries down by my nose, which like 99% of people have, and she did a little IPL and it totally got rid of those. So if you're trying to get rid of capillaries, side note, just get a little bit of IPL. It zaps a little bit, but it's not bad at all. So all right, let's go in.
First peel that we did was Skin Medica Vitalized Peel, so kind of their lower grade, really good place to start, clear up the skin a little bit, help with any active breakouts just mildly. Second treatment we did the laser genesis again. I just upped the power a little bit, and then for the peel we did the Skin Medica Vitalized Peel. So that peel is a little bit stronger, you get a little bit of flaking, which Kailin did, helps a bit more with breakouts. But today we're going to do laser genesis again, upping the jewels just a little bit. You don't need to do too much every time. Full face treatment, and then after that we're going to do a much stronger peel. So today we're going to do the VI peel, which is pretty popular, really good peel for just clearing up kind of more major concerns. So Not that Kailin's got really many, but we're going to do it because it's a really good peel. So we're going to help to clear up complexion, really help with breakouts. If you were worried about anti-aging, it's an amazing peel for that. It really helps to boost up collagen production as well. Evens out skin tone, texture for sure, but the peeling is much more. So you've got peeling phase of anywhere from, depends on the person, so it can go anywhere from 5 days, really realistically can go up to 2 weeks. So not the whole time you would be peeling like a snake, but a good couple of days in that you would have a decent amount of peeling. So really gets down deep into the skin, helps give a great result, helps to really give you a new layer essentially. So that's what we're going to do today. Mixing it with the Laser Genesis just helps to kind of get the bottom layers of the skin, the dermis, helps with collagen production at the bottom, and then with the peel of course working at the top. So with Kailin we're kind of doing a 3D approach with each treatment kind of getting a little bit deeper. So that's what we're doing today. She can expect for her skin to be okay tonight, maybe a little bit pink, maybe feel tight over the next couple of days after that, and then peeling will usually start around the mouth, so she'll start to get some flaking around the mouth and nose just from the movement that you cause, and then probably day 4 or 5 she'll really start to be peeling. So and I'll check up on her in about a week, see how she's doing. So that's what we can expect today. After about 3 weeks to a month your skin should be absolutely glowing, sometimes a little bit sooner for people. It just depends on your skin, your age, and what the concerns are and how deep we go with the peel. So there's lots of levels of VI peels that we're doing. Today we're kind of doing level 2. The skin, you can hear how fast the clicks are, so each little beep that you hear is laser going down into the skin, and it goes down to the dermis. So that bottom layer of the skin, which is where blood vessels are, collagen, elastin, everything's sitting at the dermis. The epidermis is pretty much dead, but you can still get good results with working on it. This just kind of works from the bottom up, and because of the heat, you're helping with acne. It's what it's attracted to, or the chromophore, is hemoglobin mainly. So if someone did have rosacea, this is the perfect treatment for it. It helps to kind of heat up those little vessels that are unnecessary and clears them right up. With things like post-inflammatory pigment, like what you get with acne, which is kind of what I'm using this for with Kailin. So if you get breakouts anywhere, you get the red marks that last forever. This is going to help to speed up healing. It's attracted to a little bit of that redness too, so it can help break it up. So that's why it's really good for her skin. And you do each area about 1,000 to 1,500 pulses. So this area I'm doing 1,500 just because I want to concentrate on it more, and it's a larger area. So right now I'm at 800. And Kailin, you just tell me if you need a quick break. Feel okay so far though?
Yeah, this is like seriously so relaxing. Like,
it's a nice laser.
Yeah.
So yeah, just keep going along this area. What you want as an endpoint generally is a bit of redness to the skin, and it usually goes away within a few minutes. You can probably see her skin start to get more, or a little bit more pink as we go along. Sometimes, like, it's usually very calming, but because the heat does build up, you can get areas where it just feels a little bit hot, and you just stop for a second, it goes away instantly.
But it just feels like you're like laying in the sun.
Yeah.
Really, that's literally all it feels like.
It's nice. I love this. This is what I did before my wedding, probably every 2 weeks, and my skin was perfect. I did it for a couple of months, so yeah, it's good to do this one. Depending on what you're treating. If you're treating rosacea, you want to do it every 2 to 3 weeks. Definitely not longer. You're not going to get that built-up result. And then with this type of thing, every month is perfect. You don't need to do any more than that because we're doing the peels as well. So we're nearly at 1,500 for this area, and that's 1,500 there. So end result, just a little bit pink, and sometimes it builds up a little bit as the time goes on. So now we're going to kind of go all along up here. Just going to move this slightly.
So we just finished the third and final round of Laser Genesis, and I'm like looking at myself in the little frame right here, and I'm so pink. I'm like as pink as my shirt, but it's not painful at all. If you saw the footage, I mean, like, I was relaxed the whole time. I could literally fall asleep. It feels like you're laying in the sun, like you're just laying in like a really gorgeous sunny day, so it's really, really relaxing and actually really nice. I look like a raccoon though because we kept my shadow on because I gotta go shoot after this, so yeah. But cool thing about Laser Genesis is you can like still put makeup on and you can still like go about your day as normal, and it actually kind of gives you like a little glow. Like my skin, it just kind of like looks a little shiny and kind of healthy. Right here I'm like a little extra pink because I had a capillary. If you like look really closely, there's a capillary that's like right here. And so she took IPL and just zapped that little guy away. So we'll see if it goes away. Sometimes they don't always go away because they can be deep and whatnot. But yeah, so this is after little pink. This side's probably a better indication because we didn't do any IPL on this side. But yeah, I'm a little red from the IPL here.
So first we're doing VI Precision Peel. We've got the actual peel mix here. So that's going to be a mix of TCH, resorcinol, retinol, and salicylic acid. So really good for breakouts, anti-aging, a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to put a booster in as well, so this just helps with absorption, helps it go just a little bit deeper into the skin. So that's all mixed together. Now we're going to get Kailin ready and get peeling.
That peel, after the flaking was gone, it revealed like my most beautiful skin ever. It was like this glowing, luminous, no hyperpigmentation, no acne, just like this beautiful skin. I'll literally put a picture up of what I'm saying right here. Look at that skin. Butter, angel skin. I was like, oh, my skin has never looked like this in my life. And so yeah, I was really, really excited about that. And then when we went in for the fourth treatment, she did a peel. This one was, again, a gentle one, but I'm telling you guys, if you have the chance to do the VI peel, literally VI, do it. It was like game changer. Like I want to start getting that like on the regular.
Salicylic peel. So we're going to do this more in areas of congestion. So salicylic is the only beta hydroxy acid that we use on the skin. Smallest molecule out of all the hydroxy acids. So it gets right into the pores, oil soluble, so great for congestion, great for acne, blackheads, or just a quick refresh of the skin. So for Kailin, we're just glycolic acid now, so I'm just going to kind of do the perimeter of the face. You can go over top as well. There are a lot of peels that have a mix of all this stuff, so I'm probably still going to do a bit of everything. So Kailin actually won't get a whole lot of peeling from this one, definitely not like the VI peel. It's more superficial, it's just going to kind of give her a nice glow. Some flaking or feeling of dry skin would be completely normal, but should be completely settled in about a week and really glowy.
If you'd like to see Danielle on my channel, let me know in the comments below and add a question that you'd like to ask her so we can kind of piece together what we're going to bring her on here for. I just want to say thank you so much for always coming and hanging with me on my channel. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys who takes time out of your day just to kind of spend a little bit of time with me learning about skincare, hanging out and talking about beauty, life, all of that. It's so much fun getting to know you guys. So seriously, thank you so much. And don't forget, if you guys haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button. Shamelessly, I have to say it, you know what I mean? I have to, because I want you guys to stick around with me. But yeah, don't forget, if you want to say hi on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you can find me at CordiallyK. I'll add that right here for you. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. Yeah, it's pretty simple. All right, thank you so much, you guys. Mwah. Bye, beauties.